guys, it's Legionero of Legionero.com. I wanted to do a video today on how I cut my fabric. I've done several videos and I've already had the fabric cut out, but I wanted to show you exactly how I cut out fabric in my project. The fabric that I'm using here is a cotton cloth fabric. It's an Ankara print. I got it from Fine Fabrics, and I'm actually working on a bomber jacket. So I wanted to show you with two pieces laid out how I would cut one piece on the fold and then cut two pieces for the other piece. So this is the back of the jacket, and it says on the pattern piece, you'll see cut one on the fold. So that means that you place it on the fold of your fabric. And then this piece is the front of the jacket, and it says on the pattern piece to cut two. So luckily the fabric was wide enough so I could get two pieces on, and I also don't like to waste fabric. So I was able to place this piece on the fold of your fabric and then this piece next to it, and I'm able to cut two. Okay, before we get into actually cutting our fabric, I wanted to show you how fabric is when you bring it home. Usually it's on a boat, and when you get it, it's folded in half. It's usually folded in half with the right side spacing. Now I know some fabric you can't tell the right side and the wrong side, but with this particular fabric it has writing on it, so that's how I know which side is the wrong side and which side is the right side. So your fabric comes, and when you unfold it, it's folded, right side spacing. This is your selvage edge, the edge that looks a little rough. That's your selvage edge. You know that on this piece because it actually has the white and the writing on there. But on regular fabric, you'll see it. It has looks like there may be little poked holes, like someone took a pen and poked a hole in the fabric. That's your selvage edge. So your selvage edge is together, and then you have your fold side. So if I unfold it, and I take it, and I place it right side spacing with the selvage edge together. This side is your fold side. So if you ever have a pattern piece that says cut one on the fold, you place your pattern piece, on the fold of your fabric. And if a pattern piece says cut two pieces, you don't place it on the fold, you place it on the other side of the fabric. So let's cut our fabric. When you're cutting your fabric, you want to make sure that your scissors stay down on the table. You don't want to cut your fabric and you're constantly moving your scissors up like this. You want your scissors to stay flat on the surface. So as you're cutting, it's a smooth cut. Okay, so now I'm going to cut around my fabric. Sometimes I use my hand just to make sure the fabric lays flat, but the sewing weights also help your fabric lay flat. And if you find that they don't, you can always use pins to pin down your fabric to your pattern. Once you have your pattern piece cut, you want to make sure that you transfer any notches that you may see on the pattern piece. And the pattern pieces, the notches look like triangles. You also may have some circles, and you can take a marking pen and mark your circles as well. But I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm just going to cut a small snip where my notches are. Okay, I think I got them all. One other thing that I wanted to show you about cutting fabric, when you cut fabric, you don't want to do this. You want to make sure it's in a continual stride. Okay, let's finish cutting around our pattern piece. And once you finish, don't forget to cut your notches. And that is it. Well, that's it, guys. That's how I cut out my fabric. All of the information regarding the pattern that I'm using and the fabric I'll leave in the description box below. And if you have any questions for me, you can leave them in the comment section. I'll see you in my next video.